Salam keluarga Malaysia and good evening to everybody. First and foremost, I wish to convey my utmost gratitude and appreciation to the organisers, Yayasan Perpaduan Malaysia, Griffith University, the Malaysian Red Crescent Society and Yayasan Sai Malaysia for their efforts in organising this event and for inviting me to do the closing ceremony for this conference. It is my privilege to be invited to this meaningful occasion. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this virtual conference with the theme Community Participation in Flood Risk Management is indeed timely. Most of our Malaysian family in the East Coast, Malaysia, including Klang Valley, are facing a serious flooding phenomena that is consequent to monsoon season, which normally begin in November until March each year. In response to that, we at the Ministry of Youth and Sports Malaysia have mobilized teams of volunteers to different locations in order to help alleviate the burden faced by the rakyat of the flood victims since year-end 2021 up to today. I am certain that today's conference is important and critical. Though we are aware that this floods among the recurring climate change phenomena that happens annually, the manner in which it lands an impact on residents can leave flood victims helpless. This is why I have expressed my strong and full support to Professor Suresh Govindan, who is the important figure behind this meaningful conference. I am also confident that this intergenerational conference, which gathered participation from diverse countries, as enable of a meaningful discourse, exchange of perspectives, as well as good practices in disaster management nexus. I believe most of us here have the same mutual goal, which is to reduce the loss and death rate every time we face flood disaster in our respective locality. Speaking of disaster, we must acknowledge the most important actions that we need to comprehend and implement, which are speed and effective coordination. Our failure to succeed in these two elements will endanger our community who are at risk of injury or even death in the event of floods. Therefore, I believe that we need to train our citizens to be prepared with disaster management skill, which is vital to avoid panic among the flood victims, which may plunge them into serious situations such as hysteria, anarchy, or other conflicts. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me once again thank everyone for joining us at this conference. I hope everyone has shared and obtained invaluable insights and knowledge from other professionals and multi-stakeholders representatives who joined the critical discussion, all towards the vision of a better flood risk management and responses in the community. I'm delighted that the conference has provided an amazing knowledge transfer platform and opportunity for Malaysian youths, and I believe the knowledge, experience and good practices that have been shared here today will not only be useful to be applied to our Malaysians, but also in any other countries throughout the world. In closing, I once again would like to thank and congratulate the organisers of this event, namely Yayasan Perpaduan Malaysia, Malaysian Red Crescent Society, Griffith University, Yayasan Sai Malaysia, and the International Youth Centre Kuala Lumpur for working together to make this conference a huge success. On that note, it gives me great pleasure to officiate the closing of the Community Participation in Flood Risk Management Conference. Thank you.